Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
What's up, everybody? Coming from New Jersey once again.
Yeah, we're back at Dom's kitchen table. I don't know what order these are going to come out in, but we're just doing as many as we can.
We'll call these the Jersey episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live and uncensored, but probably not going to be uncensored.
Very uncut.
Yeah.
In
your case, very uncut is true.
Dick joke in the first minute. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's pretty good for us.
That's pretty good.
But we're going to throw it back. Dom had a story that we told on a way old episode we didn't release.
Yes.
That is pretty wild, so we're just going to go through it again.
Demo classic.
So, go for it.
All right. How do we start this thing? I'd say this is a story about...
Because you were on your way to Philly.
Yes. This is a story about how...
Well, you don't need a log line at the beginning. Just...
We're going to start at the end and then move to the beginning.
So what I'm seeing in this picture is I'm seing a thriller, a summer blockbuster.
A blockbuster movie.
All
right. So this was a weekend where I was going. This is a Friday night. For context, everybody knows I live in Jersey, but I live in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Like completely on all four sides. It's a forest, dead end road.
Yeah. It kind of looks like you're on your way to like the setting of a horror movie when you're driving to your house, where like if you keep going, this is not the house where they get murdered, but like the one at the end is.
Yeah.
Your neighbor's is.
We've renovated this house a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I mean, it looked like the last house you're ever gonna see.
Okay.
It looks like where you're dragged to,
like the opening shot of a news story, like tonight at 11.
Yes,
and they're pulling just corpses out of the basement. Yeah,
yeah, like Dahmer's second home.
Right.
So that's where I live, kind of in a secluded area, and it was already like about 8:30 at night, and I was leaving my house, my empty house, to visit some friends in Philly. As I leave my house, I smoke in my garage before I leave.
Right. Because when you want to operate heavy machinery, you want to make sure you're under the influence of a controlled substance.
As is custom, I had to take my medication. That's the only way I'm allowed to drive.
Yeah.
The state says it's okay, so
that glaucoma's a real bitch, huh?
It's more dangerous. I can't be glocking out on the middle of the highway or whatever glaucoma does.
I think it's your eyes.
I don't know because I don't have it.
Your ocular pressure is all over the place.
I smoke weed, so I don't have it. So I wouldn't know.
True.
But I'm leaving my house. Dark as shit. I drive a very old piece of shit 1994 Mazda go-kart.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes away from my house, my engine starts overheating. Okay. So I immediately get pissed, and I FaceTime. At the time, this is a key part to the story.
Right.
My phone, the call function was not working on my phone.
Right.
I don't know what. It was like the iPhone 5S.
You couldn't make outgoing calls.
I couldn't make outgoing calls, and no one could call me either.
Okay.
So I could text or FaceTime.
Very unfortunate feature for a phone, which, if I remember correctly, was originally designed to do that and literally only that.
Fucking Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Glad he's dead.
Yeah. I'm an Android guy, but I do like the MacBook. I do like the MacBooks.
We are doing this on MacBooks.
I like the MacBooks, but the iPhones.
Yeah, I used my hard-earned money to get this to buy this MacBook.
Yeah,
certainly
for me to FedEx you that MacBook, so you had a computer that actually worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. I FaceTime my friend Nick, who's a car guy.
Yeah.
He likes all that kind of shit. He's also a full-fledged idiot.
Okay.
But that
shout out to Nick.
Yeah, shout out Nick, you dumb bitch.
Okay.
I'm FaceTiming on the way back, telling me it's like overheated. This has happened many times, so I was nothing to me.
Yeah,
I was just going. My night in Philly was done. I'm just going home, gonna go masturbate. It's fine.
Right.
That's how I prefer my Friday nights. Anyway.
We've all been there.
I was
some
okay
more
with
than
that.
others, but we've all been there.
I had no problem with that.
Yeah.
Made it back home, and like I said, I'm FaceTiming
Right.
my friend the whole time. I pull into my driveway. Driveway's pitch dark. There's no lights.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I live in the woods. See nothing. All you hear is crickets, nothing else. I pull up to my garage, so the lights are on the garage door.
Yeah.
I get out of my car,
Yeah.
and as I'm getting out of my car, I hear a window slide open.
Right.
And I hear, "Get out of my house!" Just like that loud,
Yeah.
out of nowhere, just someone yelling, "Get out of my house!"
Right.
I fucking look up, the sliding window above my garage, like in the top part of my second floor of my garage,
Yeah.
opens, and just a fucking man pops his head out.
What
He's like,
is this big guy, small guy?
big guy.
Big
I mean,
guy.
I'm big.
Yeah.
Not bigger than I am, but
Okay.
a decent, over 6 foot guy.
Okay.
Like, I can't really see it. It's pitch dark. I just see the frame of a big man in the
Right.
window screaming, "Get out of my house!"
And you're baked, so you're like, he
I'm-
might be right.
I'm baked as fuck, okay?
Yeah.
My first reaction is,
He's making some solid
like,
points.
I'm like talking to Nick, like, dude, how are you like here at my house? I like look up.
And again, Nick is the dumb one, right?
Nick, yeah. Well, yeah.
Everything's relative.
For this story,
Everything's
yes.
relative. Yeah.
And I look up and I'm just shocked. Like,
Right.
you freeze. I don't know if you've ever been in this moment, but like you walk,
No.
you're completely alone and someone's in or around your house. I mean, in my garage, it's just about as the same as in my house. Close
Right.
enough, in my eyes.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
I would say legally they would look at it the same way as well.
So this motherfucker just screams, "Get out of my house. Who are you?" Right?
Yeah.
I look up at him. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, "Nick, like, hold on a sec. Like,
Yeah.
something's wrong here." Like I said, I still can't see him. I like wave to the motion sensor light.
Right.
So that turns on, and I see this fucking guy just staring at me furiously. Mm-hmm. He's literally just staring there like, "Who are you?" I'm like, it takes a few seconds. I'm in pure shock. Like,
Right.
My
Yeah.
heart's pumping.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who this is.
Right.
This guy could be dangerous. I could be getting
Usually
robbed.
people that show up in the middle of the night in your house are not friendly.
And he's screaming.
Yeah.
I fucking look at him, and
He was
then
actually
finally,
super chill. We hung out, we blazed one, we played some 2K. Guy ruled. It was awesome. I still know who he is, but great hang.
he's coming over tonight.
Yeah.
And finally, it takes me a few seconds, and then I look like, "Who the fuck are you, man?" Like, you know how
Right.
once I turn on, it's like, "Who the fuck are you, man?"
Well, anyone who listens to the story about you damn near beating that biker to death in the restaurant, your parking lot of your restaurant, I think can attest to that.
So this fucking guy is like, "Get out of, you're in my driveway. Move your car. Who are you?" Like, he's yelling like,
Yeah.
"This is my house." I'm like, "Dude, this is my house. Get out of my garage." Like, we're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Mind you, my friend is still on FaceTime.
Right.
They're pregame. My
Where
friends
does he
are
stand in this
pre-gaming.
argument? Does he think, whose house does he think it is?
Right. So this is why he's an idiot. He's
Okay.
Like, I'm like, I go to Nick. I'm like, "Dude, there's someone at my house right now." He's like,
Yeah.
"What?" He's like, "Dude, there's a fucking crazy guy at my house." As I say that, he's like, "I'm not fucking crazy." I'm like, "Dude, there's a crazy guy." I'm like starting to lose
Yeah,
my shit.
yeah.
Like, "Dude, there's a crazy
Well,
guy."
fair.
He's just literally leaning out the window, like
Right.
menacingly. I'm like, "Dude, there's a fucking guy at my house." And my friend's Nick's like, "Are you sure you're at the right house, dude?" And I lose.
A fair question.
No,
Given-
it's not.
That's a fair question.
I lost my shit.
I could
dude.
see myself doing that, getting
I
blazed
lost.
and going to
Dude,
the wrong
there's
house.
3 houses on this street.
That's true.
How big? I would have to be on heroin to go to the wrong
Well,
house.
we call you heroin, Dom. Your voice. Sometimes
Well, I
it
don't do
sounds like-
fucking heroin.
Okay.
I go to my
Yet.
friend Nick. "You fucking retard! I'm at my right house. Like, I know
Yeah.
where I am. Like, I'm screaming at my friend as there's a screaming lunatic
Yeah.
above me.
Right. You're
I'm starting
gaslighting
to-
this poor man into believing he's not in his house,
I'm
manipulating
gaslighting-
him, girl bossing him into thinking that you're not, you're
Girl
in the wrong
bossing.
house. Yeah.
I am losing my shit. Remember, I also can't call.
Right.
So I'm like, "Nick, I need you to call the police for me. Like, what? He's like, what do you mean? Call the police. It's like, Nick, why do you think I'm FaceTiming you?
Yeah.
Call the fucking police. This guy's like, yeah, call the police. They'll fucking arrest you.
Bold.
I'm like, what is going on?
He's doubling down already.
I'm like, I tell them to fucking figure it out, and then I have to deal with this fucking strange man in my house. I'm screaming, get the fuck out of my house. He's like, all my stuff is up here.
Okay.
I'm like, what are you talking about? All your stuff. Turn around. There's a foosball table, some cardboard boxes, and cat shit. Yeah. No one goes up there.
How wild would it be if you go up there and he's got all his shit moved in?
He's got a PS5.
Yeah. He's nicer setup than you. You're like, shit.
Neon lights.
Yeah.
He's got like a $1,000 3-foot bong.
Mm-hmm. You want to hit this, bro?
Stripper pole.
Yeah. You want to hit the illy?
He has a couple of my friends up there.
Yeah.
Just like,
Nick's up there like, oh, sup, dude? I thought you were going to Philly.
Dude, you're FaceTiming me, bro.
What's good shit.
I go up there, it's just a whole pad.
I told you, dude. You're at the wrong place.
Dude, I mean, insane, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm losing my mind. Like he's starting to get
fair.
He's starting to get aggressive too. Like he's yelling, like literally, like get the fuck.
It sounds like he was kind of already on 11 when you got there.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, terrified. Right. I was so pissed, and the combination of pissed and terror, it's like shaking.
Right.
So at this point, I'm still yelling at Nick. They're like in Pennsylvania, so that first they have to call like New Jersey police. Yeah. Then they're like. Then they say, like, yeah, can we go Montgomery line? And he's like, there is no Montgomery.
That's
not
like, how police work. It's,
like,
not, it's not a customer service line where it's like, press 1 for Princeton,
no,
press 2 for Newark.
It's just one woman in, like, a giant room with wires, just wearing a bonnet.
It's
just,
like the end of that.
Switching cables.
It's like the end of that Batman movie where he's got all the TVs, you can see the whole city.
Yeah. X-ray and shit.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to figure that shit out. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker disappears from the window.
Yeah.
The motion sensor light goes off as well.
Okay.
So now I don't see him.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing worse than seeing a crazy man on your property is not seeing the crazy man you know is on your property. I freak out. I run to my house, fucking bust into my room, get a bat, immediately run back.
See, this is why people talk about when do you ever need a gun? Well, if a crazy person decides to move into the little like room above your garage,
right?
It would help to have an AR-15.
You're all fucking liberal. You don't need a gun for protection until a fucking lunatic is in your fucking house screaming it's his house.
Right.
Then you'd want a fucking
If you
gun.
live in a tree house in the forest, you probably should arm yourself.
Then all of a sudden a 38 doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those King Von songs. Now, I hope you listened up, because now the situation is serious.
You gotta turn the pistol sideways, if I understand correctly.
I'm holding the bat. I'm like, how do I hold this thing? It's like, he never talked about bats.
Yeah.
King Von never mentioned bats.
Right. All right.
So I fucking come out. At the same time, he's coming out of the bottom of my garage. Only then do I realize he's a large dude.
Right.
Immediately, I'm like, dude, move and I will fucking kill you. Like, I'm still holding like my phone. Like my friends can hear me.
Right.
I'm like, I will fucking kill you. Like,
again, you're not sounding like the good guy in this situation.
Dude, this is where I'm going.
If you're getting audio only, it sounds like you are performing a home invasion. Which, again, given your track record of admitting to felonies on the program,
I start saying things to this guy that could put me in jail.
Okay.
I'm like, listen, I will fucking murder you. I will beat your skull in right now. Get the fuck out of here.
So now it's a hate crime, too.
Now it's a hate crime. Yeah. Now, at this point, I've committed more crimes.
Yeah.
At this point, he's only broken and entered. I have committed every hate crime possible.
It's like when you're playing Uno and someone hits you with the draw 5 or whatever, that's what you hit them with a draw 5.
A shitty judge will give me some years just because I have a bat in my hand while I'm saying these things.
And you're Polish, which is not entirely white.
Oh, no.
Not in the law's
eyes. I'm not a Jap or a WASP.
Yeah.
That's the only two that passes for.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I start literally threatening this guy with a bat.
Yeah.
I'm screaming like, I will kill you. He's like, literally get out. He's like, the thing that broke me, this is what broke.
It sounds like he's being very reasonable.
This is what broke me. And is he's looking at me, he's like, you are the crazy one right now.
Right. He seems surprisingly level-headed for the situation. He's like, look, I get it. You're clearly going through something. Please leave, and we don't have to get the cops involved.
You're clearly a drug addict. I was here when you smoked.
Yeah.
I've been watching you for weeks now.
We introduced 3 times. We've been introduced 3 times.
Dom, I'm your therapist. It's
Yeah.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
I'm holding the bat.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean, Doc?
Yeah. You don't have a podcast. Tyler's your social worker.
Why do you think Tyler's been always around watching every movie?
Yeah.
I'm like losing my shit. Like, shut up, Doc. No, Doc.
It's true, Dom.
No.
Yeah. You don't have a
wife's dead.
podcast with dozens of listeners.
Dom, you do not.
It
No one.
was too good to be true.
Dom, no one thinks you're funny. What? What?
He's going into psychosis. We have to sedate him.
What's better, Doc? Living this or dying as a podcast.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Have to go through and bleep all these.
Oh, we're gonna have to bleep a lot this one episode.
Okay.
But it's okay.
It's okay. When you get angry, you tend to veer off.
This
into
is
hate
I
crime.
still not sure if this guy's just gonna shoot me.
Right.
At any point. No matter calling the PA police, some fucking dumb fucks over there, or this bat is gonna stop anything if this guy just has a gun.
Right.
Which this is the United States of America. I don't know if you've watched the news.
It's to playing the odds.
A lot of white people got guns.
Yeah. They just hand them out.
Yeah. So I am terrified. I'm threatening his life because I think I could die at any moment.
Yeah.
Like these are the thoughts going in my head. So if you judge me for saying the 6 bleeps,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you because I
Yeah.
literally am about to die.
He wanted to get a few more in before they took him out, you know?
If something homophobic isn't in my last words, then I didn't.
Well, see, now you just gave away your hand. Now they know which one it is.
Damn it. That's only one of them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's like that's probably a lesser offense. It could go a lot
it's
worse.
fine, it's
yeah,
So
it's a misdemeanor.
at this
bleep.
At this point, they somehow get a hold of the police. So I hear through my FaceTime and the phone in my pocket
Yeah.
as they're on speakerphone with the police.
So they got you like the phones up
Yes,
next
yes.
to each
So
other.
I can hear the police
Wow.
talking to them.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, first question, is he armed? And they're like, yes. I'm like, I got a fucking bat.
Yeah.
I'm yelling to them. I'm like, tell them I have a fucking bat. I'm the one with the bat.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a crazy, I'm like yelling. I'm losing my mind,
Right.
dude. I'm yelling through the FaceTime at the police. There's a fucking lunatic on and he's like, I'm not crazy. You're the crazy one. I'm like, stop making sense right now, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, you gotta start yelling, cause I'm freaking out. Like,
They're gonna show up because we know the track record. Police shooting people, they're not real good with who they get.
That's what I'm
sometimes, you know.
dude, okay.
It's a crapshoot if it's a cut and dry situation. If you start blurring the lines,
I'm pretty sure the police heard me threaten the guy. They were like, tell him to put the bat down.
Yeah.
Tell him to put the bat down.
Don't
There are
you
units
commit a felony too.
There are
Yeah.
units coming. Tell him to put the bat down. I'm like, fuck no. I'm
Yeah.
yelling like, fuck, I'm not going to put this
Right.
bat away. What
Now
the
you're
fuck?
disobeying a lawful order.
I
That is
literally
important.
said, I'm going to
Yeah.
fucking kill this guy.
Now you're admitting to premeditation. This is good. This is good.
This is...
If the business law class I got high through in college taught me anything, is that you want to admit to crimes. You don't want to ask for an attorney. Never ask for an attorney.
They really-
admit to everything right off the bat.
At Ellis Island, they did
Trust that
not
they'll
tell me my
understand.
rights.
Yeah.
I did not realize I was fucking myself.
All they did was misspell your last
They
name.
just fucked my last
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that's why my Twitter handle's Santos.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm Mexican.
Right.
Not really.
Not that that'd be a bad thing.
I'd love...
Yeah. we got two bleeps already. Okay, let's dial
All right.
it back. Put it in cruise control. Okay?
All right, so at this point, the police are on their way.
Yeah.
And I've committed many crimes already defending myself. I get pretty close to this guy with the bat. I'm
Yeah.
like pretty much telling him I'm going to hit you. He starts walking away. Like I start just walking him off the property.
Yeah.
He's still like, this guy's crazy. Like I hope the cops come. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. Do you
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? I start freaking out. Like, I'm just like shaking. It's been like 15 minutes.
Right.
I've been conversing with a lunatic telling me my house is his house.
Losing the argument, by the way.
He's
losing the argument.
He's running circles around me. Verbally.
Yeah.
He is dicing me up.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. So I'm at my wit's end.
Right.
Eventually, he just walks off the property. Mm-hmm. Now there's no street lights. Look outside the window.
No.
It is pure dark.
Last house on the left.
There's
kind of
you don't know what's out there.
No.
So now it's back to I know he's there, I can't see him.
Yeah.
So now I'm freaking out again. I'm telling these cops, hurry the fuck up. He could be literally anywhere.
Right.
I fucking get in my house, turn every light on, and lock everything up.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, my house looks like remember in the house in E.T. when the government takes it over? Yeah. And there's just searchlights everywhere. I have a flashlight. I'm just like, look, I'm manic.
Yeah.
I'm still on FaceTime.
Yeah.
There's like 5 drunk people just watching this.
This is their like drinking game.
This is literally their like. No
Dude,
episode of CSI would ever be this good. If he dies,
you all have to finish your beers.
He's we all have to take shots if he gets shot right now. Dude, my friend Nick was like, dude, don't get shot.
Right.
Like, don't get shot.
Good
I
advice.
remember I was
Sage
like, dude,
advice.
I was like, you think I'm not even at the right house. Fuck you. At this point, I hated him for a few days after that. I generally, like, the fact that I call him in this, like, moment.
Yeah.
And he questions whether I'm at the right... Like, he just thinks I'm just a dumb drug addict.
I mean... He has liked... I believe that he has liked a lot of our tweets. I believe he has liked a lot of our tweets. So I'm on his side on this one.
All right, whatever.
You start putting some dimes up on Twitter,
That's true.
Yeah, get the numbers up and we can talk shit about... literally only people.
So now, finally, the fucking police arrive. I run out of my house, still bat in hand. You think I ever put that bat down? You're fucking mistaken. That thing was gripped in my hand.
Yeah,
I made that shit in fucking.
And they like that when you charge them with a weapon.
High school wood shop.
Yeah,
I made that thing, and I was about to kill someone with it. What a story that would be.
Yeah,
for that bat. I come out. They literally 3 cops. Drive onto my lawn.
Yeah.
Come out, guns drawn on me immediately. Drop the bat. I'm like, I fucking called you guys.
Not me, my friend in Pennsylvania. I FaceTimed you.
It sounds like bullshit, right? The whole story, that's the fucking kicker, is I look like the lunatic. And
this guy's putting on an Oscar-worthy performance.
He's in the woods somewhere. Who knows where he is? He's gone.
He's going to come back. Thank God you're here, officers.
Dude, look at the situation I'm in.
It's not
the
good.
police come, I have a weapon, I'm manic. Foaming out the mouth.
On drugs.
High as fuck.
Yes.
There's no evidence. The dude, he didn't have any shit.
No.
No evidence of him even being up there.
Yeah.
I'm just raving about this fucking guy that broke into
Swinging a bat at armed police officers.
Swinging a bat at cops.
Yeah.
And they have their guns drawn. I'm just yelling, I called you. Well, my friends, FaceTime.
Yeah.
FaceTime. Sorry, I'll put the bat down. He's in the woods. He's in the woods. The trees have eyes. The trees have eyes. I'm like having Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah.
Creedence Clearwater's playing in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Eventually they make me show ID. They have the guns pointing at the ground.
We still might get to shoot somebody.
They're
tonight.
not in their holsters.
Boys, we still might get to shoot them. Don't get disappointed yet. Let's check his ID and then we'll see what we can pull off here.
Let's just say they were not in their holsters.
Santos, huh?
Santos.
You sure you said Polish, huh?
Santos sounds a lot like Santos.
Boys, get the boys over at Customs
you
Immigration.
Said your name was Domingo?
Go get Border Patrol online and see if we can.
Can we get an ICE over here?
We might get to shoot him after all.
Can we get a dog unit? Maybe a canine unit in the ICE truck?
Yeah. Son, we will find the crazy man in the woods. Just we need to check your immigration visa first.
So they fucking SWAT clear the garage.
Yeah.
Nothing there.
Did they do a good job?
I followed them. It was kind of sick.
Cool.
It was like 2 of them were women. One was so hot.
Really?
Like blonde.
Yeah.
Big ol' ass. You know how cop pants, because they're buttoned up to like their fucking belly button?
You are dangerously horny, my friend.
Dude, they wear their pants up to their fucking like clavicle, dude.
Yeah.
So if you have any ass, it's like those rompers or those like flimsy pants. It just looks
It's
good.
a little different.
It's similar.
Okay.
When you're horned up, full of adrenaline.
So you're not sure what you're
I'm
fighting.
pretty sure I'm no longer about to die.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, I have
fight, flight, or fuck. You know, those are the big three
the F's,
Fs.
baby. The third F was coming out.
Yeah. So now you're going from like.
So now I'm
threatening
just
them
like,
to being
can you?
So what are you doing later?
No, before that, it was pretty much like, so like, find him.
Yeah.
That was my thing. It's like, yeah, I know he's not here anymore, but like, if you don't find him, I will never sleep again in my life.
Yeah.
I was like literally talking to the cops, like, he thinks he lives here. If you don't find him, he's coming back.
Coming back.
With what? Whom? With what intentions? I kicked him out of his house.
Right.
In his eyes,
Not
I
good.
just chased him away in a
You
bat.
were the bad guy.
I called him many bleeps.
You used a few bleeps.
Many bleeps, I called him,
Yeah.
and then I chased him out of his property with a bat.
Right.
If you don't find him, he's gonna kill me, dude.
Yeah. And just this guy. This is a Caucasian
this-
man, correct?
Caucasian, maybe some Hispanic. I think
So
Caucasian.
just we're narrowing down the bleeps, just so we.
I
Important distinction.
yes, yeah.
I feel
It's all white related bleeps.
26 minutes in, we need to clarify it for people.
All right. Yeah. So I pretty much they have to find this motherfucker,
Yeah.
or I'm done. Like, thank
Yeah.
God. This is what I'm thinking. Thank God, if my car didn't overheat, my mother would have gotten home. Like, she was still at the restaurant. She got home late.
You're a better person than me. I would have been like, God damn it, if my car hadn't overheated. What's my fucking issue to
My
deal with?
mother would have been
Yeah.
berated by this man. I mean, who knows? I was.
You come up, she's got him hooked up
Who
to a
knows
car
what this
battery in
dude
the
is
garage.
Who knows what this dude's capable
She's got him
of.
tied up. Car battery on the nipples.
She's Dutch.
Yeah.
Dominic, look what I found. I found little rat in our attic.
He's putting cigarettes out on
Nothing.
him. Yeah.
Nothing. What my mother sounds like.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic, come here. Look what I found in the attic.
I think he is Ukrainian.
Oh, I think he said Ukrainian. Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to string this dog up on the rafters.
Get this shovel.
You want to do the balls? You want to do honors? He's scared. No
You're
one
a man
scares
now.
my.
You do balls now.
No one scares my boy like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, mom.
Thank you, mother.
Yeah. No, I mean, imagine your mother comes
Yeah.
home to a lunatic. She's
don't know,
all
she's-
alone, dude.
I think she would better than my dad. My dad would freak out.
Your dad, no?
I don't know.
do worse,
I
you
trust my mom's got a cool head under pressure. I trust her more than my dad. My dad gets a little he just kind of sees red,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. But I mean, pretty much, like, they eventually found the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to, like, they came back and they told me, like, who he is. Apparently, he, like, ran away from the loony bin, like, a mile away.
That's the politically correct term.
He literally,
loony
like,
bin, yeah.
someone dropped him off at the loony bin, and he just, instead of going in,
The mental institution.
he just ran away. The nut house.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. But I mean, he ran away from there, found the first nearest house, which I
Yeah.
suppose is mine,
Right.
and just probably pissed in the corner and
Great
declared,
real estate, by the way.
He was like, base.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lock me up if I'm in here. Like,
Yeah.
this is my house. Can't you see all my shit in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually they fucking found this guy.
That's good.
And I was like, the whole ordeal, dude, I just couldn't fucking deal. I like sat down. I was just like, this is the craziest shit. Like, I was like, asked the cops, I was like, did you guys like hear me say all that stuff? And she was like, don't worry about it.
Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Don't worry about it, sir. It's very understandable.
Big question here is how long after the cops leave did you wait to smoke more weed?
Oh, I smoked immediately.
Yeah.
No, maybe 30 seconds.
Great.
And then the nerve jerk off after was immaculate.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun ride here. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod. Visit us online, thecouldbeworspod.com. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Share the video around if you thought Dom's story.
I could do a story every time.
Yeah, yeah. And other than that, I guess we'll see you next week.
All right.